All right. We're back for another update. I feel like this is too loud. Is it too loud? I think I'm a DJ. I'm keeping it on. I'm keeping it on. Jacket stays. So, I'm excited. We are getting ready to start broadcast, and it's a big deal. We've come a long way as a society. We're watching everything on YouTube. By the way, follow our YouTube channel right here. Subscribe, please. And ring the bell for notifications. But we've come a long way because, I mean, we used to watch stuff on the movies, the reels. I remember in school, there'd be the reel with the tape, and the key was to always try to be the video projector volunteer. That was the goal. And then we went to VCR. I remember the first time I heard VCR, I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is VCR? It sounded like a sexually transmitted disease, you know? Like state of the art technology. Doesn't reach. This is called a tube. Behold. So, we're not gonna be doing it on this, obviously. I didn't realize how expensive that this broadcast equipment is. It's like when you hear it, your mind is like, what? Are you serious? This costs what? And so, we're debating between what kind of camera, and in all reality, I know very little about this. This is where I have to lean on my team. Let's go check it out. How's that? So we're on our way to look at some broadcast equipment, and the reason that our church is so focused on having quality broadcast and video is we're trying to use what is it, Ryan, 300 and how many hours in a week? 368 hours in a week. They're in church 1 to 2 hours a week. So what are we doing with the other 367 hours a week that the church is doing nothing to present the gospel of Jesus Christ? So what if we could turn social media, which they're all on Sunday, into social ministry, whether through a 30-second clip or a 60-second clip? That's our focus, that's our goal. How do we get the love of Jesus out to more people throughout the week? Because millennials, Generation Z, are not motivated by authority, they are motivated by relationship. So it says here, according to this, millennials are born from 1981 to 1996. You know what that means? That means I'm married to a millennial. And another piece of the puzzle falls into place. Joanne's a millennial. I should have read this before I got married. Okay, so we're here at, where are we?
Z Systems.
Z Systems, and this is their studio. It's awesome. And this is one of the cameras we're looking at. It's a Blackmagic. Oh, this one's Blackmagic. Can you use a Blackmagic camera in church? Sounds like satanic or something. Like, can the Holy Spirit flow through Blackmagic? I mean, this whole setup costs like what? $20,000, $25,000. So this whole project, is hundreds of thousands of dollars because you got things like what do they call this thing? The painter?
Yeah.
This is the paint box, making it brighter, or, you can adjust the colors. Which I like doing this. I could just do this all day. Austin, you can preach, and they need like a skinny box. Like when you go in it makes you look skinnier. So this is backstage, and you'd have like people back there calling out camera 2, camera 4. Somebody's picking their nose in camera 6, pastor looks chubby in camera 3. They're adjusting it backstage so that the people who are watching this, either online or watching this at the other campus, are getting the best shots. So it's good to come and take a look at it and see it, because to get an understanding of really what this stuff costs, it's really mind-blowing. I'm not allowed to really touch anything. You will come to church on Sunday. Come to church on Sunday. Volunteer. Love people. Be kind. So, we're back from the shoot. It was really educational. I learned a whole lot. We got to change. Hold on a second. Make sure Jesus is in the shot, and technology. How do we get our message of the greatest cause on earth, the message of Jesus? This is not what Jesus looks like, by the way. How do we get the message of Jesus out to not just our church members, but everyone in our community and around the nation, and not focus on just this 1 hour? Just looking at some of these stats,
by Benjamin Wendell. He says by 2030, millennials will represent 75% of the global workforce. The question, I guess, is will they represent 75% of the church? As someone married to a millennial, I may understand a little bit more about how we can effectively win them or not. Look at how millennials have changed the game. Airbnb, Uber, Amazon. Uber is the largest taxi cab company in the world and they don't own a taxi cab. Amazon Prime, not leaving your house, getting it there. The game is being changed. And I think the church has got to continue to be the church. But I think how we communicate this message of truth, not what we believe, but how we communicate what we believe, has got to go beyond just four walls. I think within those four walls, you need community, you need authenticity, you need prayer. There is something powerful when we come together as a church, but the evangelistic tool of how we reach people, I think we really have to begin to say, how do we engage these methods so that we don't end up like Blockbuster, so that the church doesn't end up like Redbox, so that the church can be who God has called it to be, which is a place of healing, grace, and life. I think you're always going to need hospitals, and the church is a hospital, not a courtroom. But how can we let people know that there's healing in and without of those four walls? I think that is really the message that we've got to get our head around, and we do that beginning with getting ourselves set up to take this message outside of these four walls through broadcast. I don't know why this isn't working. I think she put the batteries in wrong. You know, these TVs are getting more expensive than you thought they'd go down in value. They're actually going up. It's still not working.